The Selkirk Red Rock Open, home to the 7th stop on the Carvana PPA Tour. It is time to get to our semifinals for pro mixed doubles. The first matchup, Bright and James Ignatowich facing off against, get this, the number 17 seed. Susannah Barr and Zane Navratil have played phenomenal on the day and find themselves at a semifinal. Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming. What do you think about this matchup?
Well, Ignatowich and Bright have beaten one bar, that being Pickleball. We're going to add an R to the bar and see if they can handle that or not. It's that ridiculous third shot drop ability of Susannah Barr that is going to try and wreak havoc, and then Navratil using that athleticism and crashing, and Anna Bright puts one off the tape and rolls right into the court, and there's nothing you can do. So
we're just going to have you start calling play-by-play.
Hey,
that was very good, Dave.
Why not?
I know you got plenty of experience doing it. All right, here we go. Anna Bright from the right side. And James Ignatowich, we saw this in the quarterfinals. It seems as if it's a little bit of a newer development in his game, the one-hand kind of punch on the backhand side.
Yeah, it's something he's got to have, and it's not a tennis shot, so good job by him of perfecting this. And when you're that tall and long, it's something you got to use.
So one of the nuances to Zane Navratil's game is the step back speed up.
Yes.
You'll find it on both the forehand and backhand side. Tell me a little bit more about Zane Navratil.
So incredibly quick. He will hit the two-handed backhand. He's somebody that's done that a lot from the men's side. Some of these guys have just sort of added it. He's had it from the get-go.
Second serve.
And he has the foot speed and the lateral quickness to take advantage of all those penetrating third shot rolls that Susannah Barr is going to want to throw at the feet, especially of Ignatowich if she can get it down.
Side out.
And look at this. Anna Bright dug that, and friendly fire off of Big Papa Jimmy there. Didn't get out of the way.
0-2-1.
I've heard from a handful of people on site talking about Susannah Barr's game, just specifically today, saying she's got some unique spins to her game. Maybe after this point, can you highlight some of what they're referring to?
Point.
Yeah, no, she gets under the ball and really likes to throw a topspin into the kitchen, and it doesn't have a huge arc on the shot, so it's not going to bounce up enough where you can really pummel it. So she wants it to get down, and you can see the best Anna Bright can do is concede the kitchen there, and then you're at 50-50.
Second serve.
And while that doesn't sound like, so what, 50-50 is what you want to achieve as the serving team, because you have to let the return bounce. So it'll be interesting to see if they continue to return to her, knowing that they're going to end up in this type of point.
Side out.
Called out of bounds off the speed up from Zane Navratil. You know, it's so fun as we talk so often about the game of pickleball and how it's really for everybody at any age and at any level. And a great example of this, even at the highest level, Susannah Barr, 45 years old. You got 22 and 23 on the other side.
Indeed, and we will have a 14-year-old in the men's doubles open pro tomorrow. So all ages coming in here trying to win.
Second serve.
Open stance forehand, getting caught just a bit.
3-2-2.
Anna Bright.
Point.
What a shot from James Ignatowich.
So with his big serve, if Susannah Barr is going to hit it back with some pace, she is not going to be able to get even close to the kitchen line. Perfect shot selection from Ignatowich.
Side out.
Ignatowich, out of Vanderbilt University, has become a full-time professional pickleball player.
2-4-1.
You can catch all the fun anecdotes from him from the James Ignatowich Show. It's a podcast.
Second serve.
Yeah, no holds barred on there. Part of the Selkirk scene here at the Selkirk Red Rock Open, and a lot of fun. Guy who takes himself not too seriously, but is very serious once he steps on the court.
As does Anna Bright.
4-2-1.
Top-tier tennis player from the University of California, Berkeley. Golden Bear.
Point.
That is a heck of a shot for Anna Bright, depending on what came at her from Susannah Barr.
Yeah, so it
5-1.
sat up a little bit, and she is going to try and keep Zane honest over there by going inside out down the line and not able to be handled by Navratil.
Second serve.
And that might be one of the most difficult balls right there. It's the indecision in the transition zone, about that
5-2-2.
3-foot space from the kitchen line. I think it changes kind of obviously the depth of your dink.
Yeah, and the amount of swing, and it was tight to her body, so then you have to move your elbow in and tuck it. And there's another drive on the following point from Anna Bright, catching Zane Navratil again on the backhand. So if it's working, she'll keep going there and hope it's a Pez dispenser.
2-6-1.
Down 2-6 with plenty of work to do. And it appears that Bright and Navratil have chosen to keep Susannah Barr's third shot roll away from them by going at Zane Navratil.
2-6-2.
Yeah, that time they even returned to Zane. They hadn't been doing that as much, and here's another one. So you are going to be dealing with then a good drive, and if it's short, that's going to be advantage Navratil, and he took advantage of that one.
3-6-2.
1-1 on that third shot drive from Zane Navratil in this rotation through.
Side out.
So they drop 1-6-3.
6-3-1. Second serve.
The misdirect from Susannah Barr.
Just absolutely beautiful. Held the paddle
6-3-2.
thinking it was going to go cross court, did Ignatowich, and sometimes you just get beat. That's a great ball by Susannah Barr.
Point.
Anna Bright finds the baseline.
Comes roaring up there, and again, this is a situation where they
7-3-2.
weren't able to unwind the stack with Susannah Barr, and the left had to stay there.
Side out.
And this is where I've also been impressed with Susannah Barr's game throughout the day. Some of the countering, a lot of times you'd expect them to come
3-7-1.
back that much quicker, but she does a nice job kind of going off speed with some of her counters. Getting the ball down at your feet. James is sitting here unclear. How did that happen?
I mean, there is a opening in his paddle. I'm not sure the ball can fit through there, though. I don't know what the heck happened here. I mean, you want to talk about taking your eye off the ball. I mean, he missed that ball by a foot.
Second
And
serve.
there's clever for clever's sake, where Navratil could have just kept it on Anna Bright in front of him, tried to go inside out, and just
4-7-2.
basically hit the paddle. Ignatowich was ready.
Side out.
Right now, both Bright and Ignatowich just trusting their hands. This has been coming to fruition for the past several months at the professional pickleball ranks for James Ignatowich.
7-4-1.
Yeah, so both players are players on the rise, even though there's not much higher for Anna Bright to go with her standing.
Point.
The come on shout from Anna Bright. Again, plenty of space, a small alley allowed for her.
And just making it, and you know, you see
8-4-1.
how far over Navratil is, takes full advantage.
Oh, sliding into that. Needed 3 more inches.
Yeah, they wanted that. That's one of those you want to just keep it going, get the crowd
8-4-2.
fired up with the defense to offense, but still a 4-point lead.
Side out.
Interesting, Anna Bright has been choosing to just sort of lay her serve in here. She's put an arc on it, trying to keep it deep, keep them, don't give them any pace, and you're not missing it either. So working.
And again, the hands for James Ignatowich. He says they're some of the fastest in the game, and right now they're proving to be.
Yeah, because he got himself in jail with that one before that, but was able to block 2 on the backhand. Well done. Oh, third shot lob from Susannah Barr, and that gets her partner pegged.
Eight, 4-1. Point.
Solid roll from Anna Bright, but to your point about her serve, I think one of the other elements that makes it challenging with that much height,
9, 4,
it's hard
1.
to pick it clean off the short hop, right? So
yeah.
you have to let that ball come up with not much room.
Second
It's hard
serve.
when there's not that much pace coming off of it.
Yeah, most players like you to hit a little pace, and then you can cut it and get that,
Yeah.
get your
9, 4,
spin
2.
off of that flat ball. So smart adjustment by her.
Point.
A great leave. Anna Bright gives herself a fist pump because that could have easily been in it. I'm so impressed with the way Zane Navratil can speed up the ball off the bounce.
10, 4,
Yeah,
2.
really smart choices as Navratil's trying to help Barr get to the kitchen, so throw it on his backhand side. Keeps him honest.
Side out.
Anna Bright has been about hitting, I would say, 500 on
Yes.
those for the day.
Yeah, you'd like it to have a little percentage. Sounds
4,
like a
10,
great
1.
softball batting average, but
Second serve.
couldn't quite get that one, and she takes such a big hack at it. She brought that too far back, and then gets a missed serve from Susannah Barr here.
4, 10, 2. Point.
Yeah, and there's the ball that's been causing teams fits all day long. Dropping that in, and
5, 10, 2.
eats you up a little bit because it's not a soft roll. It's got a little pace to the baseline, too.
Side
And
out.
I appreciate this adjustment from Anna Bright off the drop of Susannah Barr. She's just decided to take a step back and take that off the bounce.
Smart.
10, 5, 1.
Not trying to do too much. Transition
Second
zone
serve.
speed up from Anna Bright, and she's sitting there going, what am I doing? Tossing the hands up. It looked good, though.
Yeah, I mean, her forehand's a great swing. Just location
10,
and
5, 2.
shot selection are what pickleball's all about.
And again,
Point.
James
Game
Ignatowich, the
11-5.
hands are
Winners,
unstoppable
Bright
right now. 11-5 in game number 1 for Bright and Ignatowich. Everything working in the favor of Ignatowich and Bright. Navratil and Barr with a major challenge in front of them now. To game 2 we go in the semifinals here at the Selkirk Red Rock Open. It's been about one side versus the other, a good side and potentially a bad side. One has definitely come up more oftentimes than not as the winning side, which is where Zane Navratil and Susannah Barr now reside.
Yeah, you saw that sun, so it's that looking into that, the glare. Anna Bright, it is bright in her eyes. She's got some
Game 2,
very
time in. 0,
reflective
0, 2.
shades on there, so we'll see if the woman with that name can handle that side of the court.
Side out.
So the number 17 seed who finds themselves in a semifinal now needs to find a game 2. What a remarkable journey it would,
0, 0,
be if
1.
they
No
made
doubt.
it to a final. Here's what the lowest seed to ever make it to a final is.
Colin Schick for sure.
Second serve.
Curious more so on the doubles
Yes.
side as well. But yes, Colin Schick with an incredible trek through Daytona
0-0-2.
Beach at the Red Clay Hot Sauce Florida Open.
Point.
The other thing you'll hear with Susannah Barr is probably the most communicative partner you'll ever have.
1-0-2.
You'll hear herself, yours, mine, I've got it.
Side out.
And Ignatowich finds the right shoulder of Susannah Barr. What can they do here in game 2?
You know, I'd love to see more of that type of a point
0-1-1.
where Susannah Barr is trying to throw that ball down at Anna Bright's feet and get Zane involved. Zane's been getting beat when he's coming to the middle.
Second serve.
With Anna Bright just not caring and hitting the ball behind him. But the roles of
0-1-2.
Barr plus Navratil being aggressive, just put pressure on them. See if they can handle it.
Side
Well,
out.
and speaking of pressure, it can come in different ways. One in which is court positioning. Zane Navratil well beyond the center line.
Yeah, and he knows it's a
1-0-1.
challenge with these conditions for Susannah Barr to get all the way up to the kitchen line with these big serves. So great job of partner protection by Zane there.
What an ATP from Zane Navratil.
Yeah, it goes with the cut over there and keeps it so
2-0-1.
very low. Oh, and asking for more love from the crowd here. But look, watch him cut this.
That's backward hat Zane right there for sure. He even gets the nutmeg.
Point.
And Zane Navratil coming alive here in game number 2.
So again, being a little more aggressive, make them beat you.
3-0-1.
Slipping
Second
and
serve.
sliding. Anna Bright has got him on ice skates.
Yeah, I've seen enough of you
3-0-2.
lurking in the middle, so it's almost NHL playoff time.
Defense to offense on full display from Navratil and Barr.
You want to know why people love mixed doubles day? There is Exhibit A, Cameron. Great from all
4-0-2.
4 players, and it's Barr and Navratil coming out hot in game 2. What a serve right there.
How did Anna Bright get that ball down at the feet of Susannah Barr from that position?
Because Barr's lob was good because it came from the same type of
0-4-1.
paddle swing and took it out of the air. Great footwork from Anna Bright.
Second serve.
This is definitely a different number 17 seed
Second serve.
here in game number 2. A 4-0 advantage.
0-4-2. Point.
Great serve in the corner there from Ignatowich. And
1-4-2.
here's the opportunity. Zane is going to cheat way over to help get Susannah in. So they went behind Zane. Smart.
And now it's his
Side
turn
out.
to start taking shots. A lot more movement from Zane Navratil here.
Yes, step back, cross court
4-1-1.
attack on the backhand proves effective.
Second serve.
So it's interesting, you know, at times we talk about disguise on speed ups, but Zane so often
4-1-2.
takes that step back, and it's almost a little bit of a tell. Why does it work for him maybe after this?
Side out.
So it may be a tell, but where it's coming from is what surprised Ignatowich on the last one. So it's location, and then that ball is maybe
1-4-1.
2 centimeters above the net. So execution as well.
Second serve.
And Bright and Ignatowich a little frustrated with the
1-4-2.
fundamentals here so far. Haven't made a lot of thirds, and that's why they're down on the scoreboard.
Side out.
And again, just struggling from that side of the court. We've seen it throughout the afternoon as well as the morning.
Yeah, and the wind is not the reason. And
4-1-1.
clearly, though, and this just perpetuates itself, whether it's true or not. Players come out there and go, oh, that's the bad side.
Second serve.
So a response needed right now from Bright and
4-1-2.
Ignatowich. They unwind the stack. And that play from Zane Navratil. Just when you think maybe he's going to get a paddle on it, reset that ball, he stays aggressive.
5-1-2.
Yeah, he's going after it, and scoreboard shows it's been very effective.
Side out.
And you're going to run yourself out of railroad sometimes there, and he certainly did there. But you'll take it. And, you know, you even heard Jessie Irvin say on serve she tried the lob when she talked about the interview. So when you can be aggressive, a lot of these players will do it more so when there's not a point at stake on the other side.
Point.
Oh, Susannah Barr played that so well.
Unbelievable blocks with the backhand there. She's saying maybe it caught James Ignatowich.
Yeah.
They're going to challenge whether this ball hit Ignatowich. Okay.
This is the first challenge we have had this afternoon, Dave.
Yeah, and this one's a tough one to see.
Zane and Susannah are challenging that the ball
It is close.
the
I would
player.
have used this as a video challenge as well.
Or procedure challenge.
Tough to tell in terms of that ball redirecting.
Right.
Oftentimes, that's what you're looking for. Does it change directions? If it caught any ounce of his shirt, it's going to be near impossible to tell.
Yeah, he definitely tucked that left arm in as tight as he could. Again, you have to have a timeout to use a challenge, and no timeouts have been called, so that's not an issue here.
In this case, folks, Susannah and Zane.
Again, we say this all the time, not my call, but I don't see a redirect of the ball.
Our officials on this match, Jim Ryan, Paul Rath, Gary Miller, and Randy Jong. Who is our video review official.
Yeah, replay in the roll quarterfinals and on. So not just Championship Sunday, or in this case, Championship Saturday. And while we're here, let's remind everybody that it is indeed Championship Saturday, a little different. Early hoppy Easter for those of you that celebrate that. Love me a peep. Love the peeps, Cam.
Oh man, it sounds like I need to make a trip to the grocery store. Get y'all ready for Saturday, an early Easter here in St. George, Utah. Mixed doubles again today, as we will have our Championship Saturday, each one of our finals. Tomorrow, it's all about gender doubles, as new partnerships will come to life on the pickleball court.
Okay, upon video review, the ball did not hit the player. As a result of the play, the score is 2-5-1. Your team is charged one timeout.
So a timeout charged to Susannah Barr and Zane Navratil. The call is that the ball did not touch James Ignatowich and was in fact out of bounds. Trailing by 3 on the first serve.
Point.
And again, we talked about this formation when Jessie Irvin was playing earlier, and when you can get somebody to get that aggressive male on the right side because they can't get out of it because they're on the odd, that's a point that Bright and Ignatowich need to win every time, and they did there.
Second serve.
And that's why that miss from Ignatowich in the high-pitched singing is so punitive, because then you get another shot at Barr staying on the left side.
Point.
Oh, well, and that's the pressure, right, of her trying to get all the way to the kitchen line. The missed return, you try and loft that much higher.
And here, any additional loft is sailing deep.
Point.
Wow, so fast is James Ignatowich, explosive off the court.
Yeah, he's got those feet chopping all day long, and that time he's able to just push off as part of that. And kid's tall and athletic. Really good.
Side out.
So a needed side out, as Ignatowich and Bright have done a steady job getting themselves back into this game too.
5-5-1.
Score is 5-5.
Second serve. 5-5-2.
Zane Navratil over the video board with the ATP.
Just so severe on that two-handed backhand, and Navratil was there easy. What a good look at that there.
6-5-2.
And does not get an invoice. Got over it safely.
Second serve. I'm sorry, side out.
Looked like
side
an
out.
NBA game. The front row needs to watch out for players flying in.
No doubt.
5-6-1.
Such a good read by him, because he had to take off early.
Point.
And trying to find some momentum and energy on their side. You can hear the come on call from James Ignatowich.
6-6-1.
Could they be the first to pick up a game win in several matches on that side of the court?
Second serve.
We may have just created our own nuance to championship court, but why not?
Why not? We're allowed.
Some superstition
6-6-2.
hitting St. George, Utah.
Side out.
Yeah, you heard Anna Bright say it's not there. She's taken a big swing and had beaten Navratil when he was farther committed to the middle. That time he wasn't, and he's ready for that two-handed attack.
And that's just unlucky for Susannah Barr.
Yeah, you see it and you're like, I can't get it, and then your shoulders just shrug as it lands directly on the line. Just not fair, even a little inside.
Point.
There's the reach and roll. Now, how difficult is that shot?
Very, because you're throwing your body all the way to the left, so to not hit that out, you have to have a ton of topspin, get underneath the ball. And that wasn't even anywhere near the sideline, but Ignatowich was so committed to the middle. Great job by Barr.
Side out.
So they earn one in terms of an advantage. Bright and Ignatowich with the side out here.
This is one of those places where winning a point could be detrimental, because they got to deal with all the unwinding here.
Second serve.
It's a big hold there.
Susannah Barr will return from the left. Got away with one.
Wow, what a great grab from Navratil as a ball coming across your body with the two-handed backhand block. That is usually the left side player's ball. That's a great save from Navratil there.
Speaking of the versatility of Navratil, as there's
Point.
A fantastic location from Susannah Barr. Zane Navratil nearly just started doing the 400-meter hurdles again.
Point.
Playing very loose, Zane
Timeout
Navratil.
receiving team, 9-6-1.
Combinations going his direction.
They're ahead because they've been aggressive, and can they get to the finish line and get yet another 3-game match? We'll see after this.
Play where the pros play here on the Carvana PPA Tour. The next opportunity, well, it's in Newport Beach, California, April 21st through the 23rd. And welcome to Selkirk Red Rock Open. Second game action in mixed doubles semifinals. And that's a big-time play. We haven't said Anna Bright's name enough in this second game, as Zane Navratil has been just electric in the second. So where can Anna Bright leave an imprint on game 2?
Well, it's similar to what we've seen earlier today. It's who is winning the cross-court dink, and not by creating a mistake, but by getting their partner involved. And here we go on a game point.
Point.
And game number 2 to the 17 seed.
Barr.
Could their journey continue? It does for at least one more game, as we are headed to a third. Bright, Ignatowich, Barr, and Navratil are St. George, Utah. Ooh, we'll start there. Game number 3. It's been all about the third game in the afternoon at the Selkirk Red Rock Open. The first semifinal, game number 3, about to get underway. Anna Bright and James Ignatowich facing off against Susannah Barr and Zane Navratil. A good side and a bad side, but can it be beaten? Who will find themselves in a final? Could it be the 17 seed Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming? And plenty of questions in game 3.
Yeah, we'll see if the side holds, and this is huge from a points perspective, because you make a final, you get a bunch of points that moves you up in the standings, that improves your seeding. This is a massive game 3, especially for Barr and Navratil, to be able to distinguish themselves differently from some of the other players in the teams and move up and have better opportunities going forward.
Unreal to get us started. The hands, the defense, and the explosiveness. James Ignatowich with the first.
More, please. It took Sesame Street to end the first rally with the Burt. That was tremendous. Great job by Susannah Barr. She was in trouble.
And that's the second time we've seen Ignatowich on the full move to the right. And to your point about points for these PPA tournaments, 1,000 points for first, 800 for second, 600 for third, and 400 for fourth.
Second serve.
So Anna Bright choose to take a swing at that instead of dropping it. Just couldn't change the flight plane.
The perfect amount of touch.
Yes, after pounding it deep, so smart from Navratil.
Got
all the tricks.
Susannah Barr has come to play in Red Rock.
What a shot from that
One,
woman
one,
right
one.
there as she waited for the topspin to roll just wide enough and then buried it.
Point.
It's a matchup of the pink hats out there right now. Cross-court battle
Two,
between
one.
Susannah Barr and Anna Bright.
Second serve.
That time, Ignatowich got Susannah Barr retreating and took a
Two,
huge
one, two.
swing at that ball in a bad position, caught the net. First mistake she's made in forever.
Side out.
And Anna Bright got away with a very bad full swing right into the wheelhouse of Navratil
1,
there,
2,
but
1.
she's holding the ball now, her team is, so 1-2.
Point.
And a few errors.
Two, 2, 1. Second serve.
You better be watching out if you're part of the VIP section
Yeah.
here. The court built up and over
2, 2, 2.
championship court.
Yep, you're in play. Bring your mitt.
Side out.
So quick side out, 2-2. We've seen several lopsided scores, even though
2,
these
2,
games
1.
and matches, have been going to 3. The 5-11, 6-11. Good
Second
example
serve.
of that.
Yeah, and you would think if the side is such a factor that
2, 2,
that
2.
would then even this all out and we would have an 11-9 and third. Maybe we will here.
Just not enough
Side out.
court to try and cover that overhead from James Ignatowich.
I love that take, too. It's easy to hit a forehand as you're
2, 2,
sliding
1.
over. Has a great look at it. No doubt about the finish.
Second serve.
And that ball just had nothing on it for Anna Bright.
Yeah, no footwork. She thought the ball was coming directly to her,
2,
and then
2,
it wasn't
2.
there.
Point.
Punishing the ball is Anna Bright. Two-handed backhands just flying through.
Yeah, real quiet hands from
3,
Navratil
2,
to
2.
fend off a couple, but too much force from Miss Bright.
Susannah Barr on the move.
And she is loving that, and Zane's hand hurts from how hard that high five was.
2,
This
3, 1.
is some great play here in our first semi. We still have another one, Cam.
The overhead missed.
I did not see it. Just watching the feet.
Questioning whether this was in or
3,
out,
3, 1.
but
Not going to challenge. Okay.
wow,
Second
some
serve.
major help for Susannah Barr by
Yes.
the net in that rally. Some of these rallies now getting that much more extended.
Yes,
3, 3,
and
2.
the ebbs and flows within those rallies of who's ahead changes by the quality of
Point.
the dink, and that is a rather ambitious choice from Anna Bright there off that
4,
ball.
3, 2.
The only chance you win with that is to tag him.
Side out.
So 4-3, side out now. Bright and Ignatowich. You have to imagine scoring even 4 or 5 on the bad side is a win. Anna Bright with great disguise and execution.
And a little love off the tape, and that point should have been over on the third because the serve was so good. Susannah Barr was literally in the video board, and if Ignatowich uses some of that singles prowess, he did not play, he thought he was going to, did not, but just puts that ball down the line, that point would have been over, but they'll take it no matter how they got it.
Second serve.
The cross-court speed up finds the forehand of Anna Bright.
Yeah, that's one.
4-4-2.
Ignatowich is all over, just didn't make it.
Side out.
Anna Bright's serve is about to reach 3,000 feet elevation.
Yes, no doubt. And the execution of what she's trying to do is available, but she's got to make that third behind Navratil bounce, and then they are ahead. If he takes it out of the air, neutralizes everything.
Second serve.
Well, when you take something off the serve, oftentimes you're not going to get that much pace back on the return. So the question is, does she like the lack of pace coming on her third shot? Or do most players like the spin and pace coming back at them that they can work with?
Yeah, my answer to that is if I'm getting a neutral ball halfway into the transition area, I should be able to make that ball bounce every time and put that on the ground behind Navratil. Wasn't able to do that there.
Point. Time. 6-4.
So the side switch, or excuse me, the change of ends is 6-4. And get this, with Barr and Navratil going from the bad side now onto the good side.
Yeah, so now if you're Ignatowich and Bright, you're like, there's no side, there's no good side. Everyone's talking.
Good thing they can't hear us.
No, there's whatever, whatever. And if you're that man and Susannah Barr, we're like, we're up and we're going to the good side. We're in great shape.
The change of ends is in favor of Susannah Barr and Zane Navratil in the first semifinal for Pro Mixed Doubles at the Selkirk Red Rock Open.
Side out.
So a side out now for Anna Bright and James Ignatowich, trailing by 2.
Second serve.
And missing the third is Anna Bright.
Yeah, screamed out, hit it.
4-6-2.
Little indecision, trying to keep it away from Navratil there, so just drive it.
Not enough defense to try and slow down James Ignatowich.
Everybody was hitting the ball hard, but on the same plane as Ignatowich was the first person to be able to hit down on the ball, and that's why he took that rally.
Side out.
How about that speed up, Susannah Barr?
Again, sliding left, going inside out, back behind Ignatowich, and he's not ready. Such a great shot. She's gotten him a couple of times with that same look.
6-5-1.
And that's one of the few times on a Susannah Barr reset that it's gone too high.
Yep. And that's why these cross-court battles, we haven't had tons of them, but when we have, the team that's won the game has been the one in control. Huge serve from Navratil there.
A paddle clank. I'm not even sure who hit it.
They don't care. They just got it.
As long as it wasn't both of them. Point is theirs. 7-5. Barr and Navratil.
Side out.
Even one at a time is
Yes.
still fine. That's still plenty, as long as you're not seeing a hold.
5-7-1.
Exactly. The only danger is if the switching sides on the unwind becomes a problem.
Second serve.
Well, here it comes.
And that's why these service opportunities are so big for Bright and Ignatowich. So now
5-7-2.
especially.
But unwinding, but it's coming from Anna Bright,
Yep.
so they do unwind. So it's favorable as they're on an odd number.
Side out.
I get nothing out of it. So it just gets you to, it should get you to the kitchen easier, but good job by Navratil and Barr
7-5-1.
of getting out of that with no damage done.
What a rally going the direction of Ignatowich and Bright. They stayed tough in the dink rally.
Longest point of the match, I'm pretty certain of that, and just couldn't get a piece of it. That's a great swing from Bright.
Side out.
Finding the sliding paddle of Susannah Barr. That's a nice location from James Ignatowich.
Yeah, and a great job going behind Zane
5-7-1.
Navratil to give that ball the one before it. All of this sets up the next one.
Point.
So that's big because this can become a two-point play with a well-placed serve and a big opportunity here.
6-7-1. Second serve.
Zane Navratil again showing his versatility, able to create from the right, standing at the kitchen line.
Yeah, and standing on the
6-7-2.
literally 2/3 of the way over, and that's smart. He knows that's a problem.
Point.
Susannah Barr trying to take that ball out of the air and pops up just enough. 7-all.
So they're going to have
7-7-2.
Susannah switch here. So let's see what kind of return she's able to put together here.
Side out.
Getting caught in the transition zone. She got backed up. I don't think expected that ball to land where it did.
No, and then took a big swing at it instead of
7-7-1.
laying it back into the kitchen. So 7-all.
Second serve.
Yikes.
And you made the point, I couldn't have agreed more, that we hadn't had a tight
7-7-2.
game to the end. Finally there.
Side out.
What's up with all the volleyball today, Cameron? They know you're here. They want you to feel so comfortable.
I feel involved, Dave. I definitely feel involved. 7-all.
7-7-1.
This one coming down to the wire. Again, semifinal action. Who will be playing on Championship Saturday?
Second serve.
Just can't get to the kitchen.
And with odds, it's
7-7-2.
Anna Bright to Susannah Barr from left.
Point.
Oh, and that's not the miss.
Yeah, no
8-7-2.
need to bring the sideline into play there at all. You're in great position.
Ignatowich with perfect timing.
And just the right amount of pace and topspin. And that's, again, the advantage of putting the ball behind Navratil, because it gets Ignatowich's backhand in play, and he can choose to pull the trigger, which he did beautifully right there.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge on the court. They're challenging their...
You cannot
They're
challenge your own
challenging the
call.
call. They did not make a call, so they can challenge it.
They
I did not
didn't,
see it,
so
they
this
can
is what's
challenge it.
taking place.
They did not make a call, so it's in by rule, and they can challenge that. They did not make a call.
No call is in.
That's right. So they can challenge that.
No, that's their own call.
No, it's in by rule, not by call.
The good news here for Bright and Ignatowich is this ball is in, but that's a nuance we need to clean up. If you can't challenge your own call, but if you don't make a call and it's in and you can challenge that, then in essence you've done that.
There's the conversation.
But that ball's on or inside the line. So again, Cam, do we get to make the decision?
No. So it was in by rule and not by call, which is what was discussed on court.
But there's nothing we're saying that's going to overturn
Okay,
that.
after video review, the ball landed in. Navratil and Barr are charged a video challenge.
So the call was in bounds.
All right, we're good.
So again, ball was called in bounds
And confirmed.
Time in.
Let's play ball.
10-7-2.
after the video challenge. Just sorting out the paperwork. Now the score is 9-7.
Yeah, Anna Bright has said the correct score. They're just, again,
Paperwork.
paperwork.
I mean, it is tax season.
Oh, dear. Way to go, Cam. Way to remind us. Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
If you haven't done it yet, get after this. Yeah, folks, it's 9-7-1.
No, I think we're 9. Yeah. Because Zane missed the ball wide.
Again, just sorting through the math here in the semifinals
That's his job.
of the Selkirk Red Rock Open. Score is 9-7.
Okay, here we go.
As you can see, our upcoming tour stops. Newport Beach is
9-7-2.
on the docket, as well as North Carolina. But we are back to play.
Point.
And it almost feels like a total shift and pause in momentum. Anna Bright is doing sprints back to the baseline right now.
10-7-2.
I want this ball in play.
10-7-2, it's a match point. Ignatowich and Bright are moving on to the final.
Ignatowich, Bright.
And a frustrated Zane Navratil chucked that ball out of the stadium there.
A massive congratulations and a hard-fought battle between Anna Bright Ignatowich, Susannah Barr, and Zane Navratil.
They switched up 6-4 and only won one more point, did Barr and Navratil. Great job by Bright and Ignatowich.
So one more semifinal still left to be played in the Selkirk Red Rock Open for pro mixed doubles. James Ignatowich and Anna Bright have booked their ticket to the final in St. George, Utah at the Selkirk Red Rock Open. They're standing by with the third member of our crew, Cameron Blackwood.
Thanks, Kim. Anna, you guys went behind Zane right from the get-go. How much does that open up the court for the rest of the match?
Oh, it opens up the court a good amount. I mainly just don't want to dink with Susannah. No one knows what's coming. Her shots are so deceptive, and she's really good at attacking out of the air. And so I was trying to move the ball around, but they played great. It was a really great match. And yet again, we were a little lucky. We came out on top.
And James, we've been talking all day, especially in the booth, about sides. Seems to be that the farthest side is more successful. Is that true? Is there a good side today?
No, I think the good side is whatever side Anna's on. She's my girlfriend, guys, by the way. So don't worry, I'm not being weird. No, it was tough. I mean, Susannah, I've only played her one time, and I did not know how to read the ball coming off of her paddle. Very unorthodox player. So, but she's a beast, and she played really freaking well. So, looking forward to watching her get out here in the bronze, because I'm really impressed by Susannah. So.
And Anna, we just talked right before this. You said this wasn't your best match. Usually you're about even or playing better, but how were you able to pull this one out?
I've got Big Papa Jimmy, to the left of me, so I just had to do my best, and he took care of the rest.
There you have it. They're heading into Championship Day Saturday this weekend. We're heading to our next semifinal right after this.